Reggie, I wanted to get your reaction to this. So, the security guard that originally came out and said that Diddy assaulted him in a van did a little interview with CNN where he hid his face and disguised his voice. I just wanted to see if you had heard about this incident and if you have any feedback or thoughts about it.
Yeah, I hate that. I hope he was working for the location and not one of Diddy's bodyguards, huh? But man, I mean, I know he said he gave him. Why was he drinking on duty? That's what he gets, in my opinion. For anybody to be calling them security, working, getting paid, doing security or whatever, and drinking on the job, and he knew what he wanted to do. So that would be my take. I hope he's not trying to sue. I hope he just. I don't see how a grown man can come out and admit some shit like that. Who, if he was hired as security, he must have been a big guy. But to say that he got drugged to the point where another man took advantage of him and he realized it, and then you want to talk about it years later, what, 17 years later, and not did nothing for a man that did something like that to me, for me to suspect a man did something like that to me, that man he wouldn't be walking around. He wouldn't have been walking around as free as he has uh, that long. And so I don't know, man. I told y'all this money grab situation is real, but it's getting crazy. And yeah, I mean, for a man to come out on the networks, I mean, I'm saying CNN putting people on the networks, NBC putting people on the networks. Y'all know how that guy Corey Burgess, how he been on every YouTube channel, everywhere, just telling these stories. This shit's becoming a circus, man. And unfortunately, what's happening is it's making people, the real victims, it's fucking up their case. And I don't know if it's purposely been done to mess up, because they appear to be putting all the victims on TV and in the spotlight that has credibility issues. And I know y'all say, well, why has he got credibility issues? He admitting to be a security guard. We know he's a big guy, and he's drinking on the job. And then he's gonna say he wake up and realize what had happened to him, and then don't do nothing and hadn't did nothing to somebody or talked about this until just recently. The young lady with autism, to go and put her, even if it is true, they knew from talking to her that this lady had credibility issues. Their whole job was to expose her, to make her look bad, to get their daddy on the phone and have him give those conversations and to make those statements. They knew what the agenda was. And so I'm just saying, you don't need number two or three good victims. And what's happening, y'all, is a lot of people is just coming out here making up false accusations, and it's gonna mess up the case, really, in my opinion, for people that really were victimized and that deserve to be compensated for the bad things happening to them. And then the justice part, the criminal justice side, people is going to fall by the wayside. And so unfortunate, but it seemed to be some type of agenda going on to to be pushed. I don't know who's doing it, if it's the power of the bees, as you always say, the Illuminati groups or whatever, but it's somebody major that's up there putting the people on the major networks. We ain't talking about on the YouTube channels and stuff like that. We're talking about on major networks. I watched an interview with this dude from the UK who I like, Sean Atwood channel. Uh, and fucking Jaguar Wright was the voice of the reasoning on that show to 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 one of the victims, where she was telling her, "You need to just stop talking about this. You need to go away and leave this alone and leave this shit alone. You need to get off. You need to go get some help." When a lady that was set up and rubbed her dead child ashes and threw it at the barbershop and rubbed on her face is the voice of reason, they are really showing us all these victims are, y'all. And the people that coming out of the victims are not the type of people we saw at Diddy parties. On all the pictures and all the stuff. None of these people appears to be the type of people that the A-list actors or actresses and all of that would want to be with. Something going on, y'all. Something going on. Y'all really look at these people that are talking and the ones that aren't talking that we really want to hear from. Like the girl from Love and Basketball, I'll just say that. People like that who we really want, Usher, Justin Bieber, and all of them. Those are the people we really want to hear about. Those are the people that we really feel are the victims. That girl with autism, man, Jay-Z or Diddy didn't want to have anything to do with her. They not that sick. They sick, but I don't believe they that sick, y'all. This bodyguard, bodyguard, y'all got that. They ain't trying to be with him. That's just somebody that's trying to do a money ground. Corey Burgess. Y'all believe they let somebody like that in their circle? All right. Y'all been to more parties than I have, because I ain't never been to a Diddy party. But the shit that I see on camera, the pictures of the females that were there, they don't look like any of the victims that are coming out. That lady that said that she was eating off with all the fruit on her. She look horrible now. But she didn't even look that good when she was young. I'm keeping it real. Peace.